super easy work from home jobs where you can be earning up to around $30 an hour. And I always love talking about at-home jobs because you don't have to leave the house. Like, how great is that? And with the whole digital world taking over, a lot of people need to be taking advantage of this new market. So I'm not gonna waste your time with a long intro. We're just gonna jump right into ways that you can potentially be making $30 an hour while sitting at home, basically. And the first at-home job that I want to talk about is one that is really on the rise. Now, this is something that is all over the internet, and it's sort of blowing up right now, and that is something that is known as AI. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard of AI, and more specifically have heard of a software called ChatGPT. But if you're not familiar with ChatGPT, it's an AI software where you can go into it and give it different prompts and it can respond to you. So for example, let's say you were lost on how to do your math homework. You could put this problem into ChatGPT and then they could explain it to you step by step. But ChatGPT doesn't just stop at helping you with homework and helping you with the learning. It can do so many other things as well. For example, writing video scripts for YouTube videos, composing different emails or content for social media. And you might be thinking, well, with this rise in AI and this whole robot world and robot movement, if you will, how could we fit into the picture if a robot is doing everything already? Well, this is where you guys could potentially be coming into the picture. And I say this because ChatGPT is a bot that needs to learn from a human. Now, AI is essentially getting all of its information because it was passed down to it from a human. So the first job that I'm talking about is going to be titled a ChatGPT prompt expert. And this is where you're basically just helping AI come up with different prompts and sort of training it like a dog. And honestly, it would only take you a few weeks to start learning how to efficiently generate different prompts. Now, there are a bunch of different courses online teaching you how to become a prompt expert. So you could check out YouTube and watch some tutorials there, or platforms like Udemy and Coursera offer tools in prompt engineering as well. But once this is a skill that you kind of double down on and master it, then you can get hired by a bunch of different digital marketing companies. And they hire you to do this because they want social media content from ChatGPT, whether this be product descriptions for what they're selling or different website copies. Now let's jump into the next at-home job, which is going to be being a transcriptionist. Now, the good thing with being a transcriptionist is it kind of gets a little bit more lazy, in my opinion, which we do love lazy work. But when you're a transcriptionist, all you have to do is just simply sit down, listen to an audio file, and type what you are hearing. Now, this is something that is in high demand because it is a remote, at-home, work-from-home job. So with that being said, there are a lot of different websites that offer these services. And these are websites like TranscribeMe or Rev.com or even Upwork and Fiverr. Now, although this is a job that can seem very, very simple right off the bat, as it can be, however, there can also be more of a technical aspect of this job as well. For example, you could be listening to audio files in a legal setting, and it would probably help if you were maybe a law student or have a law degree. But no need to worry if you aren't going to be a future lawyer or already a lawyer. There are more opportunities than just that with being a transcriptionist. For example, let's take my favorite platform, YouTube. Sometimes you can find yourself sitting down watching a YouTube video and you have the closed captions on, but the captions aren't very accurate. Well, the good news here is you could be watching these YouTube videos and writing the subtitles for them and getting paid for it. And it's kind of nice because you would be sitting down and watching a video that is entertaining to you while also getting paid. Now, when it comes to how you get paid for being a transcriptionist, it varies on a few different aspects. And one of those being if you are writing in real time and syncing the words that you're writing to what they're saying in the video, you get paid more because you're doing a little bit more technical work there. Or depending on what platform you're using or where you live, these two could be aspects that make this work from home job a little bit saturated, meaning there's a lot of people already doing it. However, there are cases where people find themselves a steady job with being a transcriptionist and make a full-time income. But that just depends on if you take the steps and make the right connections to do so. For example, you could maybe find a part-time or full-time full-time job on LinkedIn. And just remember that practice and experience is always going to improve your skills further down the line. Now, the next at-home job is something that is kind of like being a transcriptionist. However, we're going to switch gears a little bit, and this job is going to be translating things. There's so much content being put out into the world nowadays where people want to reach a wider audience. So they don't want to just reach one audience that speaks one language, which is why translating things can be so important. So if you are able to speak more than one language, this is one that I would highly encourage to do, as it is always needed day to day. And while there are a lot of jobs for translating within the media world, there are also a bunch of jobs within the health world and the law world. But to find different remote translating jobs, you could just head on over to rev.com, and there are so many different options. And depending on which language you speak depends on how much you get paid. For example, for some more common languages like Spanish and Hindu, you are getting paid around $5 per minute translating. But with other languages such as Korean and Japanese, we can see people getting paid around $12 per minute. So it really just depends on what language you're speaking for how much you're going to get paid. But the good news here is that even if you're speaking one of these languages that doesn't get paid as much, you can just simply do more work, which can be nice because there is no limit to how much work you take on, and you can work on your own time. So this is something that you're going to be exchanging your time for money. And something that I learned that surprised me is some people are making around $900 per month by just being transcriptionists within the whole rev.com world. Now moving on to our next at-home job, which is going to be Google Opinion Rewards. Now this is something that is going to be in a survey setting, so you aren't essentially going to be making as much money. However, this is a good one that I like to throw in as sort of a side hustle. And you might be thinking, really, Kayla, a survey? You want us to be making money with a stupid survey? Well, the good thing about this survey is it's from a company that we can trust, as Google is one of the biggest companies in the world. And what better way to use Google than to get hired by Google? And this one is nice too because you don't even have to be on a computer to do any of this. You can just download the Google Opinion Rewards app to your phone. And this is an app that I actually have, and once you download this app, it will ask you a few questions about yourself, and then you answer them, and then they find different surveys that they can match up with your interests. So you could be reviewing different games or apps or hotels or restaurants, but you just want to make sure to collect information and data for different companies so they know how to improve. So you're essentially just getting paid to share your opinion, which a lot of people give their opinion for free, so might as well get paid for it, right? Now, there are a lot of different survey websites out there that will claim to pay you. However, I don't know if I would pursue a lot of these, and I'm only mentioning Google as this is a source that I've researched and have found as trustworthy. Now, you might be thinking this at-home job doesn't seem like a great one. However, if you want to stay to the end of this video, I have my favorite at-home job that has the potential to make the most money, then just saving the best for last. Now we're gonna move on to the next at-home job, which is going to be a tutor. And a fun fact that I learned within the education world is almost half of students that are in higher education within the United States prefer learning online. And I would be somebody that prefers to learn online as well, so put me into that statistic. But learning online is preferred by a lot of people because it is so accessible, meaning they might not have a vehicle to drive to a said location and learn, so it can just be easier at home and less time consuming as well. So if you have the potential to teach others on different subjects, you might as well take advantage of this market. There are so many different websites out there that are designed specifically for online teaching, and one of these websites would include one that is called Preply. And Preply is not only a great website to be teaching people on, but it is also a great one if you're teaching people different languages. So again, you could be translating stuff, but then you could also be teaching students different languages. And if you're somebody that knows how to speak 2 languages, then you could apply this tutor job to you, as you don't need any specific crazy technical training here. All you need is some internet, which you already have if you're watching this video, and a microphone, which can even be just a phone microphone. But Preply is such a great resource for students to be learning online, as there are so many different tools that instructors can use to help paint a picture and teach their students. For example, there's different whiteboards that you can draw on, and there's note sharing and exercises for students to practice their work with. But within Preply, English and Spanish are languages that are always in demand to be taught. And within the United States school system, a lot of students have to learn another language. So if they're getting confused in their courses at school, they might head on over to a resource like Preply. Depending on the skill set and the experience, an English tutor can be earning anywhere from $10 to $100, and this is going to be per hour, which is crazy. And something that's even crazier is international corporations actually come to Preply to find different tutors and instructors. And this is simply just to improve different employees' English speaking abilities. And these big companies have the potential to be paying you some really good money, but you don't have to only be teaching just languages on Preply. You could be teaching things like history or science or physics or English. So it all just depends on what skills you have for what you should be teaching. And if you build a network of regular students that come back to you, then that can be something that's even better, as the Preply market can sometimes be a bit saturated. Next, let's talk about a job that sounds super fun to me, as I'm somebody that loves watching like cartoons like Adventure Time or Regular Show, and that is going to be the job of being a voiceover artist. Now, this isn't something that's just limited to different TV shows, but it's also applicable within the social media world, which still sounds fun. You could be voicing over different YouTubers' videos and getting paid for it. And not even just YouTube, platforms like TikTok or Instagram or Twitter. And then, like I was saying, even later down the line, you could be doing different animated movies or shows. And then something that I also just thought of is you could be voicing over for different video games, which is something that's always in need within the entertainment world. I don't know if anybody out there has played Life is Strange, but this isn't even sponsored or anything. If you haven't played it, you need to play it. It is such a good game. But I'm bringing that up because within the game, there are so many different choices that you can make that take you down different paths. It's kind of just a story time game. And I always think about how the voiceover actors have to voice every single different possible scenario within the game. It's just crazy. So if they're going to be making a Life is Strange 4, then you can find me in the recording studio trying out. I don't know. Now, the average rates in this industry start at around $20 per hour, but they can go up to $200 an hour just depending on your skill set. For having a voiceover talent, one of the biggest platforms to go to would simply be voices.com. And they have access to over 42,000 leading companies that are posting around 5,000 jobs just monthly. So with that being said, there is a lot of room for people to be voiceover artists. And also, being a voiceover artist isn't something that you need to just commit to fully on. This could be something that you could do as a side hustle. But if you are choosing to do this, I would suggest getting a good microphone. For example, a microphone that costs only around $30 would be the Fifine K669B. And then it's even a plus if you're able to do different accents as well and funny voices. Because when you think about it, a lot of the time when we're watching these silly cartoons, these characters have memorable voices. And the jobs for being a voiceover artist are spread to a bunch of different areas, which can be helpful as there's a lot of people trying to attempt this job. So for example, you could be voicing different documentaries or podcasts or YouTube videos. So with that being said, there's just a lot of different potential for everybody. Now, like I was saying, I was saving my favorite at-home job for the last, which a lot of you might be able to guess if you do watch my channel. So drum roll please, you guessed it, maybe YouTube. And I talk about YouTube a lot because it is a platform that I've been familiar with for a long time. And that is simply by just being a YouTube user. But I also realized the potential that YouTube has, as my brother runs several different YouTube channels. But his main one is going to be Make Money Matt, if you want to check him out. And he even has a course called Tube Mastery and Monetization, where he talks about a bunch of different strategies to help you grow a YouTube channel and make money with one. And it is something that has even made him a multi-millionaire while just being in his 20s. And he told me that he still makes money from videos that he posted on YouTube when he was just 15 years old, which is crazy. But that's important to note because once you post a video on YouTube, you can make money with it forever. So it is just the absolute gold mine for becoming a passive income. But it is also something that you need to have the motivation to keep on pursuing. So within YouTube automation, you just need to invest around, let's say, 6 months to really get your channel going. And something that I suggest doing within the YouTube world is starting with a faceless channel. And a faceless channel is just perfect if you simply don't want to sit in front of a camera and talk to it like I'm doing right now. And within the faceless channel world, or just having a personal channel as well, the niche of your channel is going to be very important, because I would suggest you picking a niche that is a high-paying niche. And you might be saying, well, duh, I want to be making as much money as possible with a channel, but something that a lot of people don't realize is within YouTube, different topics are going to be paying you more money for the type of content that you're putting out. So different niches that we see doing very well in the long run and are high-paying niches are going to be those of health, psychology, wealth, relationships, and happiness. And something that is very important within the YouTube world is posting regularly, because over time, YouTube becomes a numbers game. And within the algorithm, YouTube will naturally promote whoever's videos are getting higher views. And within the algorithm, YouTube will automatically promote whoever is hitting the highest numbers. So if you're posting every day on your channel, you could see over time how this would really boost the algorithm in your favor. However, this can't be realistic for everyone, so I would suggest maybe posting around twice a week, once a week, or 3 times a week. But when it comes to posting content as well, keywords is something that is very important within the YouTube journey, because keywords can help you promote your videos to the correct audience. And you could use a tool such as VidIQ to help you do keyword research. And then once you see some progress and the numbers going up with the content that you're posting, it is time to optimize your content. So this just means going back and analyzing your analytics and seeing what areas of your YouTube channel needs more work and what you should do less of. And then doubling down on this process and optimizing even further, you could hire different people to do different aspects of your work for you. And this is something that doesn't need to be done right off of the bat because it's just simply not realistic for everybody. But let's say you're just not a huge fan of the editing process within creating content. Then hiring an editor could be something that would be worthwhile for your channel. On different freelancing websites like Fiverr and Upwork, you can find experts in these areas for just under $50. Whether it be writing the scripts or editing your videos or creating your thumbnails for you. But right off the bat, if you don't want to be spending this money, as this would be money coming from your bank account, not from the checks you're getting from YouTube just quite yet, you could utilize ChatGPT, like we mentioned before, for writing your YouTube scripts. And then you could use 11 Labs for your voiceovers, which is just a text-to-speech software. And then lastly, InVideo.io is great for video creation. But once you really get the hang of YouTube and do all of your research within how to grow your YouTube channel, YouTube can become a piece of cake. Now, I've talked of YouTube so much in this video that it would only make sense for me to talk about it more and go more in depth. However, I'm gonna hand the stage over to my brother's channel and link a video right here that you can click. And in this video, it's basically a free training course where he talks about all of the strategies on how to grow your channel to the fullest potential and just how to get started with YouTube from a beginner's guide. Make sure to click on it right here. You don't want to miss it, especially if you're considering starting a YouTube channel. There's so much value within this video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.